end of hard point, baby.
Love to see it. Love to see it. I am Getster, joined by CNK, and it is time for the second series of the night. One that I have been told is going to be a
banger,
slightly different result. A banger,
no,
but
banger. Great one between both
you know
teams.
what? You know what? Banger.
Atlanta Dazed starting out hot though. Oh, never mind. York SubPar getting a couple kills in return.
Joltsy.
Oh, is that Calculator COD?
God damn. Calculator COD.
I haven't seen that man in a little while. A little bit different team than I'm normally used to seeing him with. But that guy is an absolute dog. Tell you what, though. Calculator COD? Come on. James, don't do that to me. Okay, I've seen Calculator COD a few seasons. I have. Don't be doing that to me, James. That's messed up.
That's funny.
I don't remember any of these guys being on his team, though. I don't remember what his teammates' names were. This just wasn't these guys. But, hey, York SubPar. Not bad.
Definitely not bad at all so far. Not bad for the subpar. They're not playing subpar. But 22 apiece going into P2 here. Gonna be a fairly even affair thus far, but I mean, Joltsy is currently 5-1. Very much a standout player so far in this map, so looking forward to seeing if that can continue throughout this series. Definitely a potential standout player to keep your eyes on, but I mean, as it stands, it's looking very, very scrappy on this second hard point. 33 apiece. No, excuse me. New York not even getting to that 33 mark quite yet. Atlanta able to retake that point way before that happens.
Yeah, big one so far here. Atlanta Dazed with a disadvantage pretty much the entire hill long. All of P2, they've never had the priority spawns up until right now. They do phenomenal, to be honest.
Yep.
They pick up a lot of good time there. They end up getting that last 15, 20 seconds. Now we're going to see this rotation of P3. This is going to be pretty big for New York SubPar. They're going to be the first ones there. We do see this one get contested pretty heavily, though. The first team there usually can pick up the first 15 seconds or so, and then usually it's pretty back and forth. But one kill either way. That's not going to determine too much here, but the push is coming in. New York trying to get a little bit more mid control than they're trying to get, like, current hill control, because they know they need to maintain that to even stand a chance to get any time. Atlanta, though, pushing in. They get the first couple kills they need. Got to be a little bit careful here. Those players up top are going to be a little dangerous. New York SubPar getting some nice kills in return as well. Berserk on a 5 streak. This guy was doing his absolute job over at P2. Doing a good job over at P3 now as well.
Doing a phenomenal job, as you say. But, I mean, the Dazed, they have begun to walk away with the momentum a little bit here. I won't say run away quite yet, because it's still very reachable for the side of the subpar, but I mean, Atlanta, they're starting to earn up a fair...
It's on a 9 streak.
It's looking real solid. 9 streak right now for Berserk, by the way.
And 46 seconds to the hill. That guy's an absolute demon. Hey, that's a bummer. Calculator COD! Let's go. That's my guy. But, he's dead, so... Hey, Atlanta Dazed, though, have a very good lead going for themselves here, a little over 50 seconds. We're going to see if they can maintain that. But we're going to see New York SubPar going to be the first ones here towards that P4. We're going to see how they do here. We see the first 2 kills going the way of Atlanta. Actually, it's kind of like 2 for 2 there at the moment. Next push coming in. Calculator COD picks up 2, makes it a third. Now 7-7 at 5 streak at the moment for Mr. Calculator COD. Breaks the 50-second point for his team. Looking for a little bit more here out of this hill. They could definitely get all that if they keep up what they're doing now. Atlanta Dazed pushing in from multiple angles. They get that split spawn, trying to use it to their advantage. New York SubPar pushing from multiple angles to counter this one out. I mean, Atlanta Dazed, though, fighting for their lives the best they can. Get on for a few seconds, but just so far, New York SubPar holding strong for the most part. One player left on rock. Joltsy going to take him down on that 4 streak now. 30-second difference. Came into this with a big lead in favor of Atlanta, and New York holding strong.
Listen, if I've learned anything from this first little bit, is that despite the fact that the subpar are down by a couple points and a couple frags here, Joltsy's kind of nice with it. This guy is a fragger through and through. Despite those 9 deaths, those 10 kills have all come at extremely impactful moments. Unfortunately, as I'm gassing him up, he does get gunned down by intensity, and Atlanta Dazed continue to hold this advantage here when we go back to P1 on this second rotation through the hard points. 100 points has been broken, but the subpar are able to get back onto the point for just a moment, and it looks like they will be able to maintain control over this P1, at least for now.
Yeah, doing a pretty good job keeping themselves in this game. They had a rough start to this game, but not that big of a deal now. Atlanta, though, doing a good job getting some solid time on P1. That is hard to do, and they're doing it, so love to see that for them. New York SubPar, though, starting to kind of break on out, get a couple kills in their favor, trying to make their way over towards this P2. One player pushing the back. That's going to be Calculator COD. All by himself, though, it'd be a little bit tough. Waiting for his teammates to push up. in a pretty good spot right now. They have no idea he's there. Should get one free pick here in the back. Gotta be careful. Intensity almost takes him out, but I like gun skill. Gets a nice little gunfight right there in his favor. 3 kills in favor of Atlanta Dazed, and just like that, New York SubPar gonna be a tough break.
It's going to be a very, very difficult affair getting in on this point, especially losing out on Verly so early in the round. It is not going to be an easy affair. I mean, Berserk, just on a slight off angle, able to find 2 kills. I mean, Atlanta so
that
far.
Guy's got a Hellstorm in the back pocket at all times, and I like gun still coming up on a Hellstorm as well. I mean,
what an angle.
He's playing a lot of time right now, so he's got an opportunity to get something going. But one player is going to be in the back here. It is going to be Verly, who's a very talented player, picks up a massive gunfight win against these players here. Has some help from his teammates, but only 15 seconds remaining on this time. So if they get this, it's not going to be too much of an impact for them. They need to get the rotation as well. And you're going to see this out of New York. They have one player all the way to the back. That's going to be Calculator COD. Atlanta Dazed, though, hard charging that way.
They are moving. They are moving with a vengeance right now. And, I mean, the spawns are going to be a little bit rough for them, too. I mean, they spawn out towards the left side of the map. So, I mean, they're going to be fine. They make it to the point just fine. It's just a matter of, was that a stick with a Semtex?
Was a stick?
Goodness me. All right, well, SubPar.
Bloodbath. Yeah, losing kills back and forth like crazy, but New York SubPar coming out on top of those trades. They need this time, and they're getting a decent amount of it. Berserker, though, is going to go around the back, gets taken down. We're going to see if something like that can happen again. I mean, Calculator COD gets it. Oh, got to be careful there, Calculator COD. Does end up getting the kill there in the end, but things looked a little sketchy for a second. 20 seconds remaining here. Atlanta Dazed, though, have the early rotation over towards this P4. And something tells me them on P4 is about to be diabolical. They're a pretty good team. They're starting to branch out a little bit, get some mid-map control, make sure they maintain rock control as well. New York SubPar going to be down about 45 points by the time this hill pops. We'll see if they can bring it back.
They should have a lock onto Joltsy's location here as well. They do. Not able to get anything moving. No momentum for the side of New York SubPar. They cannot get onto this point at all. But they do have Calculator caught on a weird angle, and he does catch a couple players off guard. That could be exactly the break that they need. Retake comes through. Only a couple players remaining alive, and the SubPar are able to get back onto this hard point. And Verly with SMG in hand. That Jackal is singing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we expect, though. These guys are absolute dogs. But 20 seconds remaining on this hill. Calculator COD and the boys on that time.
What?
Oh, that's not good. That was definitely an accident. He meant to call us Hellstorm, and he called that in, but that is going to be a wraps on that one. That's unfortunate.
That is extremely
We'll see what they decide to do about it. Okay, well, here's the problem. He had a Hellstorm in his back pocket, but he had that as well. So what accidentally happened is he went to go call the Hellstorm, and he called that in. It's a BO6 masterclass. Everyone kind of stopped moving there, so no one's ending the game or anything. So I don't know if our neutral host just doesn't know, or if these guys decided they're going to keep going. No one left the game, so for now we're going to keep playing as if everything's good to go. We'll learn the result later. Hey, Berserk. Hey, you messed the game up. You better, I guess, put on a performance. I guess, I don't know. But 30 seconds remaining on this P1 here. P2 will be next up. Unfortunately, this one we kind of know what's going to happen at the end of this. But hey, for now, everyone's playing it out.
I mean,
yeah, if New York won, that'd be pretty cool, because then it wouldn't matter. But also,
I am entirely unsure as to what just happened there. Nothing that happened on screen made any sense to my brain. But
accidents happen.
New York SubPar, I mean, they're getting a couple points here on P1, but moving into P2, nobody is here right now for the side of the SubPar. Everybody from Atlanta Dazed is in position to be able to end this map right here and right now, potentially on this hard point. There is a very good chance that they can do that. They just need to win a couple of crucial gunfights, and so far they're winning every single necessary one. Nico is going to be one of the most important players here, but he will fall. And now a couple players coming in from Rockside. They will be able to walk in onto this point and maybe contest and frag out long enough that this point cannot be where the Dazed ends, and they will get the job done. Dazed will have to wait until at least the next hardpoint to end this map. At the SubPar, they have a lot of ground to cover, but they are doing a decent job of it right now.
Yeah, I mean, Calculator COD and the boys, they're kind of walking out here. doing their job. They get the rest of that P2 time. Gonna get that no problem. So this one's gonna be within that 15-second point mark here. But Atlanta Dazed is gonna be the first ones over towards that P3. Both these teams are here. Oh, Deco, if you can win this gunfight, your team's got a pretty good opportunity. Okay, he scaled defense pretty quick there.
I mean, he goes berserk, jumps up into the air, and takes him out of the position entirely. And now it's going to be a very, very rough position for the side of New York SubPar. Dazed literally just need a little bit more time, but they get forced off of the point. A grenade kill going into this is really good for them. And they need just a tiny bit more, but the SubPar, they're doing everything right at the moment. 2-11, they can't win here, but they can get it real close for the next point.
Yeah, they're all hitting underneath. They're all just going through field. Atlanta Dazed is just running at it off a spawn. Nobody's trying to hit top. Nobody's trying to do anything. They're all just trying to keep doing what's going on.
Calculators
now you see New York is rotating. They know the side of Atlanta cannot win off this time. They're rotating. They need the rock hill. This is the dominant, crazy hill time. New York SubPar and Calculator COD, the boys are here. The initial gunfights are going the way of Atlanta Dazed. A couple more players from New York SubPar do show up. They get those secondary gunfights. Atlanta Dazed trying to push on up. You have to take these trophies out, though, if you're the side of New York when you get the opportunity. They are going to be absolutely killing you. This is going to be big from Calculator COD. He's behind multiple. He gets taken down, though. That's going to be highly unfortunate. Atlanta Dazed getting some nice kills. An opportunity on the board here to bring this one back, but Atlanta, Berserk actually using his real streak for now. Maybe wouldn't have done that if I were him, but hey, you know, it is what it is. That's diabolical.
The kill streak.
15 more for Atlanta Dazed, 20 for New York SubPar.
I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to win off of this point. At this point, there's been so much contesting back and forth, but the SubPar come out on top. They're going to keep earning just a couple more points. We are almost certainly going to be going all the way to another hard point. Neither team can win here. It's going to be going next, but the SubPar, they have earned up just enough points. What is this timeline we're living in right now? Calculator goes down. Intensity cuts him off. Surely they cannot make this transition. 3 points away from winning. It would be so bittersweet if Atlanta was able to take it away from them. But the SubPar, they get back onto the point. Somehow winning out this map. Hacienda Hardpoint goes their way after one of the most insane and confusing hardpoints I have ever seen.
I mean, for a team that had the win locked in the bag no matter what, New York SubPar put up a hell of a fight. I mean, they got it done. I thought there was no way they could make the transition from rock to mid, like the P. Map 1 goes to the New York SubPar. Now, a big note there, that was the Atlanta Dazed map pick. So that is, yeah, hey, big out of New York SubPar to start out winning your opponent's map pick. But now map 2, this is going to be a nice little protocol S&D. Atlanta Dazed on the attacking side, going towards the bottom of the map, towards A right off the bat. They lose 2 players right away. They do get 1 in return.
And Jolt C out of the picture very quickly for the side of the SubPar. But I mean, despite that, they're still looking pretty okay. They spotted out several players here. Verly knows that gun skill has gone up the elevator for sure. But I mean, outside of that, you have no real ideas as to where this player might be. Does drop back down, or at least fakes it, so gonna be looking potentially to wrap all the way over to the B site, or maybe up. I mean, he's gone up north. There's a chance he goes back into A, but he gets spotted out just over half health at this point. Now it's down to 0. SubPar, they will take the first round here on S&D. What's happening here, CNK? I need a breakdown, my friend.
Hey, nothing much, right? This is the classic. This is classic right here. Defense, offense, protocol early on. You see a lot of really aggressive hits towards A get shut down in this exact manner. So nothing too crazy yet on the protocol S&D standards here. What we really need to talk about is how ridiculous map 1 was. But hey, it happens. But round 2 now, going to be on the board. Atlanta Dazed now, their opportunity to be defense. New York SubPar going to be taking this bomb. It looks like they want to hit out this A site. They do have a lot of mid pressure coming down, though. Nice early first blood out of Berserk. It's a massive one there. That's going to be a really big head start for the defensive team. Watch out, Refrain. Refrain wins the gunfight anyway.
I mean, you gotta call that what it is. I mean, it was a flub on the side of Jolty. Like, surely you can't get that. Eventually, I mean, you're happy with this if you're Nico. You are able to like Mission Impossible your way into getting that bomb and getting the kill onto that player in refrain, but I mean, there's still an impossible task in front of you. We've seen some crazy like 1vx situations in the CRL today alone, but it's not going to be an easy task here.
I don't know. I mean, they're spread. Like, they're super spread right now. This bomb's going to go down. Maybe he's got a chance to get out, get a couple 1v1 gunfights. I mean, he could just go take some one-on-one chows right now. He doesn't know that, obviously. He doesn't know what we know. But, oh, this player on stairs. Oh, he gets spotted. I thought he was going to spot the guy on stairs, but then he spotted him and jumped. Love that from the guy on the stairs, by the way. But it's sort of 1-1 right there. Defense. Kind of typical. That's how it goes.
This is good. This is good from intensity. Spots him out, jumps to make sure that he doesn't get spotted himself, and then just annihilates the gunfight. He wins it easily. No worries.
Nice little 1-1 right there. Right, what? Pretty back and forth here. Now, we'll see how this is going to go on forward. New York SubPar now going to be that defensive team. Atlanta Dazed, opportunity to take this bomb back in hand. Maybe they'll be our first offensive winner. Typically, we see a lot of defenses on this map, so we'll see. But they've got some nice mid-map control. Maybe an opportunity to push this one all the way through B. But they're going to go big door A. They're going to try to get this bomb down. They've got one player to deal with over on Spiral. Lacks gun skill. Is going to go for that gunfight. Get some help from Refrain. Nice little job right there from the team. Verly just gets a nice free pick right there. 3v3 on the map. York picks one up. Whew.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Nico. 1vx situation. Once again, it's not gonna happen. It's you aren't even gonna get nearly as far as you did last time. Atlanta Dazed with their second round win here on Search and Destroy. I mean, you're looking real good right now. If you're the side of the Atlanta Dazed, you will take 2 in a row any day of the week.
Yeah, nice offensive round win. They don't usually come super easy, so it's good to see when they do. But here we go. GG go next, right? No big deal. New York SubPar now the attacking team, and if they keep things standard, kind of how they've been in previous series, we'll probably see them counter with their own offensive round win here. But it's pretty tough on this map. You see that bomb going towards A. They're prioritizing that big door. Nico trying to watch over the middle of the map. The Verly is going to get a first blood on the board. That's going to help out a lot, but Intensity does get a nice trade right there. That's going to be highly unfortunate. Jolty try to push on into this B side. Spots one player out, needs some help from the teammates. They bang this out together. Going to be a 1-for-1, but the player with the bomb is able to push on up. Or the bomb's actually down. Never mind. He got taken out.
Chat, it's happening again. Another 1vx situation for his player on the side of the New York SubPar.
You didn't see him?
He had no idea.
Jolty saw, but
unfortunately, he saw him. He saw him. Jolty's dead. This is a third round in a row now for the Atlanta Dazed, and I think that one of the things that I think is a big difference so far is the fact that, I mean, in the first map, I was pointing out pretty early that Jolty was on fire on that Hacienda hardpoint, but now, I mean, Jolty's having a bit of a slow start here in S&D, so potentially I don't want to pin this all on one player because that's not fair. It's a team game. Obviously, everybody's important in a team game but like, if one of your players is just caught lacking for even a moment, it's potentially a huge problem.
The full send coming through is Atlanta Dazed trying to push on into this A bomb site. 1-for-1 on the map. Burley gets that first blood. Does get taken down, though, finally. And just like that, this bomb should go down. With it, one player advantage. It's going to be a 3v2 on the map. New York SubPar need a retake. These players are split up a little bit. Not the end of the world, but Calculator COD does get taken down. Now a 1v3 for Nico. The bomb not planted yet, though. Picks up one. Gets some damage on a second. Gets some damage on a third, but does go down.
Atlanta Dazed with a fourth round now in a row. SubPar looked very good to open this up, but I mean, they've just had no response. The guns have been hitting different ever since that first round went against them, and I mean, they just do not want to let that happen again. Like, they want domination on this map.
I mean, Atlanta Dazed is proving they got it. Refrain now 7-3. Berserk is 4-1 on a 4 streak. Intensity 5-3. I lack gun skill 1-3, but he admits himself he lacks gun skill, so it's not that surprising. I'm kidding, of course.
Nice
guy's still great.
Oh, Berserk with a nice early shot, and
There we go.
Jolty's able to get the trade out, and finally, there is a fight down below, one out by the New York SubPar. They do lose out on Nico, but still a 1 versus 3. Jolty does get the bomb plant down, and now it's just a matter of finding Intensity's location. And I mean, you know he has to be nearby. Jolty should have just been able to spot him out, and he does. Calculator, though, is the one to be able to get the kill, and that is a phenomenal ragdoll.
Get your second round on the board, though, for New York, as you go 2-4 right there. The Calculator COD. Pew, pew, pew. No problemo. Nice job right there.
But no worries.
Calculator COD got the pew, 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 pew. It's what he does. But next round going to be coming up here shortly. Round 7 alert here, boys. We're almost at round 11. We're nowhere near it. But
I was gonna say, I don't think we're anywhere close to that.
Hey, you never know. New York's just got to win a few more. They win 4 in a row, it's over. But if they win 3 in a row, they get us to, you know, their round 5. And Atlanta Dazed, they win 1. Boom, you're there. But
what if
Atlanta Dazed here, bomb in hand. Looks like they're sniffing out towards this B site this time around rather than just hitting out A like they've been doing. I say that immediately as they jump down towards A site, they go for it. One player going to be there they have to worry about. They're both going to pop in. Refrain wins the first gunfight anyway. Bomb starts going down immediately. Love to see that from Atlanta Dazed. Get that bomb down. Get the time in your favor.
Yeah, they know the moment the first player goes down, they know exactly where the bomb plant's gonna go down. And Jolty going to be playing aggressive on that elevator, but it's not gonna pan out. It's a 1 versus 4 with 30 seconds remaining, and it will not go the way of the SubPar. The Atlanta Dazed finally, I mean, they get up to the map point here with the 5th round.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be tough, right? 5-2 right now. New York SubPar kind of getting eaten up a little bit on this map. So they do have 2 rounds to the name, though. They do have a defense and an offense, so they've proven they can do it on both. So we're just going to have to win at least 4 in a row here to win the map. We win 3, we can get ourselves to round 11, get that opportunity. But just got to start picking them up one at a time. Atlanta Dazed, though, looking very difficult to beat. They're coming out on top of these trades very often. They've proven they can be in like a down 1 situation and still be fantastic. But New York SubPar still going towards A. You're going to be a 1-for-1 on the map right there. Make it a 2-for-1. One player on the back of the A bomb site is going to be weak. That bomb is down on the site. Another kill comes in. Massive from Atlanta, but Nico makes it a 1v1. He's going to go for that gunfight, gets taken down, and Atlanta Dazed is going to take it in a 6-2 fashion.
I mean, they made it look easy. The 2 rounds that the SubPar took, they were good rounds. They were good rounds. All six that Atlanta Dazed took, it was never in question, you know? Like, even when it's down to a 1v1 finally defeat the Minnesota Flopper and finish out that series. Same map, same mode, but this time, I mean, you could say the stakes are a little bit lower, but this is also still a grand final, despite the fact that we are not as deep into this grand final quite yet. And Calculator COD opens up a very, very nice team kill. Oh god, it's happening again, CNK. It's happening again.
Yeah, diabolical right there. But now, New York SubPar trying to push this one in. Atlanta Dazed trying to get out of their spawn. God. Calculator COD doing his job. Picks up 1. Doesn't get the second, but, you know, you got to reload sometimes. And Nico picks up 2 big kills there. Up 4-0 at the moment to start this one out. Atlanta Dazed is going to have a tough time getting all the way out of their spawn here. One player is going to break out. That is going to be reframed. So he's going to have to make some big plays happen. Almost dies to the pistol. Nico is absolutely shooting right now. Starting out 5-1. But the side of Atlanta Dazed still not out of this spawn yet. They still are struggling, but there we go. That should be officially the point where they break on out. Calculator COD still alive, though, over towards this A site. Beat annoying. Has Nico over the top. He's on a 3 streak again. Starts with a 5 and now on a 3 at 8-1.
I mean, yeah, beautiful gameplay coming out from Nico so far. It's been very nice, and I mean, as you say, nobody's been able to touch the points up until now for the set of Atlanta Dazed, and they do get there, they do start contesting, and they probably will end up getting this first tick, potentially another one, gun skill, by the way, in the back line, knifing your teammates. Just beautiful gameplay. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Atlanta Dazed, they start getting every kill under the sun. They're gonna take point A and give themselves an extra 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I mean, they get the 8 point, they get the time, but they've got the kills they need to like stay out of their spawn now as well. I mean, they got the number 2 player still pushed up. Intensify, he keeps them out just temporarily. They're gonna push on up here. get some help on board. Make sure they get these trades. But Berserk, he's hitting a quick flank. He's going to be behind that barracks right now. Has an opportunity to clean some things up as well. And just like that, Atlanta Dazed should be officially out of this, like the full-on spawn lock for the rest of this one here. But they have 8 lives remaining. New York SubPar have 15.
Ooh, but unfortunately for Jolty, not able to spot out intensity in that moment. Just what in the world happened there?
Oh my god, bro.
What happened?
Just
I don't even know what happened.
Just how I drew
What
it.
happened?
He threw the grenade at the wall. He tried to put it through the window and it hit the wall instead. So then when he got the initial part of the gunfight but didn't finish the kill, the grenade finished him off. Yeah, 3 lives remaining for Atlanta. Honestly, the way this round started, we will take 3 ticks, no problem. They're going to try to get a 4th here on this B site. Not going to be able to get that for free, but they got 2 players stacked up. Maybe there's an opportunity. Berserk wins that gunfight. He gets the 3rd tick. He's trying to go for a bit more. Finally dies. I say 3rd tick. He gets the 4th overall tick. So that's 4 ticks for Atlanta. In New York, I mean, to be honest, with the way that round went, I'm taking 4 ticks all day.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Atlanta
you should never have had that.
I mean, Atlanta, if you have an opportunity to do the exact same thing in return spawn kill wise, which the way we see this map play against pretty equal talented teams, where like one team's got maybe a little bit more gun skill than the other, like I would expect Atlanta to probably put up a heck of a fight here on defense. They're going to be pretty scary, I think, for a little bit. But Nico ends round 1 at 12-6. That guy's a demon. So Atlanta Dazed now going to have to compete with that. I mean, 4 ticks is phenomenal. It's kind of a low-key a breakdown there at the end to give up that last tick, but hey, they didn't give up like 2 full ticks on B, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. First blood going the way, 2nd, 3rd blood going the way of Atlanta Dazed. Calculator COD though, proving who's the boss as he picks up 1 right there. Gets a 2nd, goes for the 3rd.
No
Calculator
way.
COD, getting the boys out of spawn.
Eventually is shut down by Berserk, Jackal in hand, but I mean, Calculator with I mean, that's a clip and a half right there. You're putting that on Twitter for sure. That one's beautiful stuff, but SubPar, man, they've got to be able to close this gap, and they are pressuring on the A site right now, but it's just Calculator here. This tick is getting upwards, but it's very, very slow going. I'm not sure that there's going to be a contest in time to get rid of it, but the gun will be there. SubPar are going to get the first tick, though.
Well, they're off B now, but they were on A and B at the same time. Atlanta Dazed needs some nice clean gunfights here. Then you start cleaning this map up a little bit. They kept A contested for a minute there, but 3 kills going away in New York. That's going to be scary pretty quick. Intensify kind of has to have a pretty good run rate here. Does get taken down. That A point is stacked up. Stack the point where Gyms. They're going to have a lot of time and a ton of lives to work with here. 7 life advantage in 1 minute and 50 seconds to take that B site. They already have a little bit of control towards that side of the map. Joltsy's going to make a little bit more by pushing in towards the spawns. And just like that, this one's going to start turning on its head pretty quick.
Nico's on an 8 streak right now. This guy's 20-8 on the map, and he's about to lose that streak because he got caught with a...
do not call in the attack helicopter.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I will say that you probably do get 1 free slide letting that happen, though. Not going to lie.
Yeah, don't call in the chopper. We do not need that. Nico does get another kill there. Unfortunately, it's onto a teammate of his. You hate to see it, but... And as a result of that, I mean, you're not going to be getting that first tick onto the B side. You really do hate to see that if you're the side of the SubPar. 1 team kill potentially costing you the entirety of that point. But, I mean, you're still probably going to be able to take the round. Are you kidding me? They're at 3 lives right now.
Yeah, 1 minute and 10 seconds is plenty here. This one's going to end in lives. It's not even going to make it to ticks. This is what Atlanta needs to just end this. They need to just die. They need to just die. Don't give up a tick. Don't give up a tick. You're up in ticks. Don't give it up. You're not going to win a 2v9. It's not going to happen. This last 30, there we go. That works. Sorry. Right. Yeah. But the New York SubPar up 2-0 so far on this map. But the tick advantage is still in favor of Atlanta, who has 4 instead of only 3. But now they got to win 3 rounds in a row. So they're going to have to get themselves an offense and probably 2 defenses. I would imagine they're going to be okay. If they win an offense, they're going to have the tick advantage, I would imagine. Let's say win it off kills like New York just did, but we'll see. They need to have a much better offense than the first time around. That was not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I pointed it out earlier. Big ups to Nico. an 8 streak earlier in this map. 21 and 11 as it stands. Absolutely nuclear stat line right now, and it will continue to get better.
Line it up, boys. Okay,
That's more shots.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
The first one I get. The second one, what are you doing?
It's diabolical. The second one's diabolical. But now we gotta break out a spawn. We're gonna be able to do it so far. It looks like Verly though. I like this. Just playing slow, playing for the guarantees. Gets one. Gets a second. Goes for a third.
That's gross.
Oh, baby. And now he's in those spawns instantly. Picks up a 3. Does get taken. Okay, I thought maybe he had a chance to turn on that. But New York SubPar putting these guys in a blendy right now.
Yeah, they're putting them in a box. It's a coffin. They're putting them under the ground. They're already 6 feet under. Eulogies are being read. The dirt is on top of the box. It is dead and buried. Atlanta Dazed hopes in this map are vanishing by the second. 16 to 23 lives is not the biggest difference in the world, but it's pretty bad as it stands.
14 lives remaining. They finally get on that 8 point. Nico still on their side of the map. Has a Hellstorm in the back pocket to just kind of wreak havoc on them. And he's going to call that in as soon as he spawns in. You wait and watch. But second tick on the board for this A site. Stack the point. Word to Jims. We got a stack going right now. 2 players. You got to watch out. The number 8 player, Verly, is directly behind you. Hellstorm coming in now. Watch out, baby. Watch out. At 8 point, not captured, though. That's going to be highly unfortunate. But also this Hellstorm not going to end up being used as well. Have to try to make it back to that 8 point very quickly, or B to stop the time. No one's going to make it anywhere near, I don't think. Never mind, they're hard charging through the middle of the map. Maybe an opportunity here. New York, though, here to chow the numbers. 3 seconds remaining, no one near time, and 3-0 map 3 victory for the side of New York SubPar. Will anyone ever win their map pick? Tune in next time to find out.
Tune in about 5 minutes, theoretically, unless some catastrophic pause happens.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me. Guess who's back? Gold Pre-Made North is back. And just like that, Atlanta Dazed, New York SubPar kicking it off on a rewind hardpoint map 4. Here you go. Now remember, Atlanta Dazed currently down in this series. They have 1 map win. New York has 2. And look at these spicy gunfights off the start.
I mean, it takes a little while for points to actually start getting on the board, but the Atlanta Dazed eventually do get up to 10. It's taken a solid 30 seconds from the points unlocking to even get to that point, though. And now the SubPar, they've started to win a couple of fights here, but it's not been enough to get them any space on this first point. So early lead for the side of Atlanta Dazed, and it's pretty significant for a P1 lead.
Yes, it is. Is exactly what you're looking for, but now the P2 about to pop. You got Verly already back there on a 5 streak, looking to extend that out. Should be able to get maybe at least 1 more here. Does just that. I like gun skill. Should know that player's in the back. Calculator COD taking a teammate out. Not ideal, but they end up getting all 3 Atlanta Dazed players because I like gun skill still alive. Look at him just cooking back here. And he got Verly, which is massive. So that player's off that streak. Just staying alive back here, waiting for the teammates to push up, being a distraction. Needs to help out on the front now, though. Berserk pushing on up, picks up 1, goes for 2, almost gets it. Gonna be nice and careful here. Gonna be a little bit tough. Verly in the hill with him. There's some nice kills back and forth. New York SubPar, though, doing a good job on this P2.
Jolt C getting a couple of really nice kills there and allowing SubPar to get a couple more kills. A little bit more point-wise. A little bit up there point-wise. Excuse me. Words are very difficult for me right now for some reason. But Atlanta Dazed, they are not having any difficulties getting in onto this point as it stands here. They're going to be able to get up to 50 off the back of P2 alone, whereas SubPar don't even have double digits yet. It is looking super solid for the side of Atlanta going into this map. And, I mean, the rotation early has been here for Calculator COD, but he's the only player here for the side of the New York SubPar. He could get shut down very quickly.
He tries to wrap around, does get taken down. Atlanta Dazed now have that P3 side of the map control, and they're on... Oh, yeah, they're on the hill, but they got some players who just immediately wrap behind them. The number 5 player and that number... Oh, they're dead, though. So that's going to be a little tough. Atlanta Dazed, though, going to push on through here. They got that hill time in their favor right now. They've got some help coming towards the front. New York SubPar, though, still trying to wrap around the back, trying to hit the front at the same time. They have to try to hit something together here. They're trying to get those back spawns, though. They should be able to get them here. The number 8 player, Verly, kind of breaks out on his own. Atlanta Dazed not watching it. I say that as Refrain backs off. That gunfight's going to happen. Refrain wins that one. Atlanta Dazed looking absolutely perfect right now.
Yeah, it's dominant. There's no other word for it. Refrain 12 and 5. Lack gun skill, not the case. 9 and 4. 10 and 4, baby.
Oh, that would've been
Nearly
crazy.
11 and 4, but does end up losing that gunfight. I mean, it's just such a one-sided affair right now. The subpar cannot find any ground to stand on as of right now.
Right, a big gunfight there. Let's start something out. They have to try to get on this. 10 seconds down on this P4. A little bit more time ticking off. Berserk, though, has to be nice and careful because 2 of his teammates are dead. Make it 3. Berserk by himself just slamming some rounds down range. Does go down. New York subpar now have a lot of potential time to grab here. They just have to win these initial gunfights and hold this down. Atlanta Dazed, though, pushing in as a team. 3 towards that outside. Actually, make it all 4 pushing from the outside. Verley, though, nice and close, laying down in the hill, watching that close cut. Has some help from the teammates in the back as well, but the side of Atlanta Dazed go 2 for 2, but that's not going to be enough. 15 seconds remaining on this hill time. New York subpar looking pretty good, but Atlanta still trying to break on in. Not going to make it happen here. That P5 is going to be the next up. Going to be another contest fest between these two teams, but New York with a phenomenal break on P4.
Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job of just holding on to that point for literally the entire duration, putting themselves right back into contention. 51 points is nothing to scoff at, but I mean, Atlanta does currently have double that. They do manage to get onto this point and start building back up once again, and Joltsy with a very nice kill. I think that gun skill was very much expecting the prone, but still not able to get the close out onto that. 2 grenade kills happen simultaneously for the side of New York subpar as well, so they are going to be able to hold on to this point for at least a little while longer. Joltsy with a nice little double kill. Jackal in hand, he's going to be singing right now.
It's going to be some good time. That's going to turn into a great time for them. They keep just pushing Atlanta back every opportunity they can, getting some solid time on the board. Should be able to bring this one all the way back on this hill alone. But I lack gun skill, trying to make something happen. His teammates are falling around him. Now he's got the Jackal out, trying to make something happen here. Some kills back and forth. The test will be in. But nothing much left for time. P1 going to be the next thing, and New York holding down this side of the map pretty much perfectly. They've got a ton of time on every single hard point from that P3 back. So now we're going to see if Atlanta Dazed can make something happen on P1. First time around, they got like roughly 25, 28 seconds or so on P1. We'll see if they can do it again.
I mean, in the first half of the rotation, Atlanta looks completely dominant. And then in the second half, New York wakes up entirely. And, I mean, so far, we're seeing something very similar happen here. I don't want to call anything way too early into this rotation, but Atlanta finding a lot of early picks and a lot of early points here on P1 for the second time around. New York, they've got to be able to find a way in on this, at least to contest like what we're seeing right now. Not even necessarily getting points here, but, I mean, you'll take what you can get.
I mean, we'll take what we can get indeed. New York subpar. I think they want everything, though. They want to take it all. See what they can do on this P2. They did pretty good last time around, so I wouldn't be too... I mean, they did all right. Sorry, I shouldn't say pretty good. They kind of got beat up pretty bad. But, I mean, yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I mean, jeez. Joltsy just being annoying right there. Hitting those close corners, standing up high. But New York subpar now on this time. 50 seconds remaining on this clock. Atlanta Dazed trying to push on it and slowly getting picked off once again. Every time anyone gets anywhere near, they don't really have teammates to trade out. They all get picked off before they can really group up or anything. But now we got some teammates that are grouped up. I lack gun skill by himself now, waiting for the teammates to come on back. Picks up 3 total, looking for some more. The respawners coming in, though, from New York subpar. They start to clear some things out once again. But Refrain is here, picks up 1, doesn't get much more than that. And just like that, I mean, New York subpar is playing insanely well right now.
Yeah, New York subpar are playing extremely well, but you know who else is playing particularly well? I mean, it's Verley. 22 and 13 on the map right now. Not quite double positive, but very, very close. Extremely, extremely powerful gunny right now, and I mean, New York subpar have taken the lead only by 3 points, and Atlanta are about to retake that because of the early rotation onto this next hard point, but I mean, the subpar were looking almost completely out of it earlier in this very map, and now they're right back in it.
Yeah, once again, a player just kind of walks around the back. I mean, Nico gets back here, picks up the only kill that's in the deep back. So now if New York dies, they're going to spawn right there, but they get the kills anyway. They've got the time and the map control. I mean, Atlanta Dazed, they're going to respawn. A couple of these New York players were looking the wrong way there for a second, but they all got turned around, so no big deal. So now Atlanta Dazed pushing on into this time. They're only up by 7 points, just not a ton. They pick up 3 kills. Nico, though, by himself is fighting for his life. Has a Hellstorm in the back pocket. The spawners are going to spawn out. Atlanta Dazed have to push this quickly. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Joltsy picks up 3.
And they get the scrap time, which could potentially be massive. I mean, it brings them within 10 points in this round. So rotations up in the next will be successful for the side of the New York SubPar. And Joltsy is going to be the one here contesting, racking up those points for the side of the SubPar. But they are playing like anything but right now. They are lights out for the last little bit. Verly, Joltsy, Nico, all breaking 20 kills. Calculator a little bit behind, but still contributing extremely well in these clutch moments. Atlanta Dazed, though, not wanting to let this get too far away from them, bringing the lead back into their hands.
We're gonna see a nice little finally getting some time on the board here for Atlanta Dazed, right? It's been a while since we got some solid time. Should be able to get about 20 here out of this deal, at least. We do see a Hellstorm come in, which is interesting to see for sure, but just like that, New York, they're going to break back on in here. They're not going to give up any free time to Atlanta. They want to try to get that lead back. Atlanta only has about a 10-second lead. This P5 went absolutely atrociously for Atlanta Dazed last time around. New York SubPar broke him out of it right away and then kept him out for 50 seconds straight. So we'll see what happens this time around. This time, Atlanta Dazed get all 4 kills, no problem. They're on the time, and things are looking fantastic for them.
Yeah, that was a beautiful break very, very early into that round. And, I mean, they can't win here, but if they can hold out this entire hardpoint, then it's going to be very, very close. And the next hardpoint will be where they likely take this entire map away from the New York SubPar. So they need to be able to find a way in on this one right now. And I'll refrain with a nice double kill on 29 kills, by the way. Closest player in the lobby to 30 will very likely get it. Currently on a 3 streak, will probably lose it as soon as I say that, but no, gets up to 4, make it a 5, 31 kills.
That's 2 more.
Sub 30 seconds remaining for the Atlanta Dazed to even up this series.
I mean, Atlanta Dazed, they need 15 more seconds to win this one here. This P1 about to pop up. New York SubPar have that mid-map right now. But Atlanta Dazed are like sharks around this thing right now, circling it from every direction. They get on that time. They get the kills they need. Now, if you're New York SubPar, you're in desperation mode. You have to get moving. Got to get that second gear on the way, and you need it now. But Atlanta Dazed are about to take this one 244 to 199. New York have it contested, but Refrain picks up one. Should have got the second, but ran out of ammo. Berserk cleans it up. 5 more seconds. No one is close from New York SubPar. You're going to see Nico gets on. Doesn't get it in time. 250 to 201. Atlanta Dazed take it.
I mean, yeah, they managed to do it. It was a very, very back and forth affair. Aside from the one bit at the beginning where the SubPar just looked like they were completely out of energy, out of everything. But, I mean, they managed to stay competitive throughout the entirety of the second half of this map until the very end when Atlanta just starts to pull away ever so slightly. I know, I'm just being funny. I'm being funny,
round 11 would be hype,
I'm being funny, Jims.
Jims, you're just mad because bad, all right?
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, I sound like a crazy person right now, but I promise there's a producer on the other end of this conversation. Calculator COD, however, not on the other end of this conversation, because he's dead. He's with the he's sleeping with the fishes, and so is the rest of the New York SubPars. Atlanta Dazed steamroll round 1.
The guy wasn't moving. Yeah, I mean that's big right there from Atlanta Dazed, but there was a couple. I think there was at least one guy not moving at all. So I don't know if he just was like holding an angle or like what, but. Hey,
weird angle to hold,
but I think he was just holding an angle. I think he was just holding an angle, so no big deal there.
I think so.
Big round 1.
Sure, though.
They would have ended it by now if he wasn't. So I mean, it's big round 1 right there for Atlanta Dazed, up 1-0 now. Massive offensive round start. Refrain starts out with 2. I like gun skill and intensity. Sorry, both start out with 1. So big round right there on the board. First offensive round win now. Back on defense. I say back on defense. Berserk starts with 2. Verly, though, gets behind a couple players right now. Picks up 1. Got to be careful. Doesn't get another. So now 1v3 for Joltsy. They don't know where he's at. He is behind them. Maybe an opportunity here. He doesn't get any. Okay, he's got an AR and a sub now. So maybe that can help him out.
It could help him out, but
yeah, it's a little tough now. They kind of know where he's at.
Yeah, they know exactly where he's at.
They're hunting. I don't know about. No, yeah, he's lost now.
Uh,
He does have the bomb, so he's gonna go get this at A. No, 1v3 bomb down situation is definitely doable, but definitely very, very, very difficult. So
we're in winnable
like
territory for sure.
Like
Jolty can absolutely take that. He's been spotted out here, but I mean, gun skill has to be able to take this duel. He'll just stall. He'll allow his teammates to come in and help him out a little bit here. Eventually, bullets are flying all around Joltsy, and it's gonna be overwhelming. Yeah, the moment you let them pinch that close to you, all three of them at the same time, it's just over. Not even on you, but they played super well to be evasive around Joltsy. Atlanta Dazed able to take a second round here.
That was getting pretty chaotic pretty quick. I mean, he was just kind of running around nonstop, not dying, getting shot up every once in a while. He lived a very long time. It was looking a little sus, but not sus in like a weird way. Sus in like a, can this guy die already? But hey, 3 streak coming in from gun skill, 2 from reframe. Only 2 total deaths on Atlanta Dazed, and they're both the same person. So if you're Berserk, maybe not the happiest guy right now. Am I getting baited out, or is it just me, boys? What's going on here? But New York SubPar on defense, need their first round win, get some early damage up, but I lack gun skill, pushes on through, does get taken down. Reframe with that first blood though. Atlanta Dazed, it is going to be equalized, but Joltsy does pick up intensity.
And you do love to see it. When Joltsy's online, this entire team feels alive, you know? Like Nico, obviously, standout player in that second map. Joltsy was the opener, really. And map 1, Hacienda, Hardpoint, Joltsy, like, breathed life into this New York SubPar team. Despite the result, because going into this next one, Calculator COD is out of the picture, and Joltsy goes down as well. Dazed are farming.
Jens, we saw at the same time the guy didn't pick up the bomb. I was a little concerned there that he didn't pick up the bomb, but he wasn't planning on using it. He's on a 6 streak now. Who needs the bomb? Who needs the bomb? I mean, that's just crazy work right there. But it's 3 rounds in a row for the side of Atlanta Dazed, looking absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking very dominant in S&D so far. Like, this is definitely their game mode. I'm surprised they lost in S&D at all this season, and they did lose one. Hey, this is big. This is big. But now Atlanta Dazed, they're going to be back on defense. New York SubPar, bomb in hand. Looks like this bomb is going to go towards that A site. You're going to have to deal with Berserk and ILAT gun skill. 2 guys I probably wouldn't want to see over there. Reframe, though, thankfully, on the other side of the map. So you don't have to deal with reframe for about at least 3 seconds. Intensity picks up that first blood.
Does get traded out pretty quickly, though. Burley able to come in.
Calculator COD.
Trade that one out. Calculator COD. Not going to be miscalculating that one. And just like that, it is a 2 versus 2. Berserk and Refrain up against Joltsy and Calc.
That's tough.
It'll be a very, very interesting way for this round to end. Joltsy down now. It's just on to Calculator up against Berserk and Refrain. And they know exactly where he is. They've been able to spot out Calculator. But he's doubled back here. There is a chance he might be able to slip through. Finds Berserk. 1v1 now. And they know roughly where the other is.
Don't jump out there.
Sub 30 seconds. Don't jump out that window. You will die. Don't. Oh my god. He has no idea. He has no idea.
The door didn't open. No.
Calculator.
The door. I hate when doors don't open. He was trying to take it nice and quiet. He's getting up there, making sure his gun's reloaded, ready to go. Meanwhile, Reframe was behind him the whole time. Like, what's this guy doing?
He probably could have knifed him, honestly. Goes for the safe play and simply opts to shoot him in the back. But, you know, the knife possibility was there.
I mean, 8-0 start from Reframe here. No one else in the lobby like anywhere near that. I got like Verley's at 5, I guess, but 4 deaths, so you know, 3 kills away. So there's that. But now Atlanta Dazed gonna grab this bomb, gonna make their way towards this nice offensive round here. Still no Hellstorm in the back pocket for Reframe, but something tells me about to be very soon. As the first 2 kills go the way of Atlanta Dazed, this bomb should be down momentarily, unless they just keep hunting for kills. But yeah, the bomb's getting planted today. ILAT gun skill getting that done. 1 player going to be there. That's going to be Verley trying to get something as far as, yeah, kills going. Not going to happen there. Only 1 player remaining. That's going to be Calculator COD in a 1v3.
And you know where he is. That's going to be 9. 9.
That's not
Big
ideal.
9 kills now
Not
for
ideal.
Refrain. 5-0 in favor of Atlanta Dazed. This is a practiced search and destroy squadron. They know exactly what they're doing at all times. And I mean, New York has no answers.
That's tough. Hey, I keep her going, right? Now, Atlanta Dazed started the series out down 2-1. Bring it back, right? Get themselves up 2. Well, not up, but tied up 2-2. So nothing too crazy now. If they win this map, they'll be up in this series and on match point and be the first team there. New York SubPar have to win 6 in a row in this S&D to take the map right now. Definitely not undoable. But now we got the, Hellstorm coming in for Refrain. He's trying to finish this map with no deaths right now. I see that as he dies, his teammate's not going to be there to clean that one up either. That's a massive first blood right there for the side of New York. This Hellstorm gets absolutely nothing. No information or really anything. You get a tiny bit of info, I guess, it's somewhere in garage. We don't know where they're at as a total. So now 3v4, your best player off the map. New York SubPar. This could be it. This could be your momentum changer. Gotta watch for that flank, though.
Gotta be so careful. Gun skill manages to escape, and Calculator cannot convert. The bomb is down at B site, though. Verly able to find Berserk. It's just onto gun skill. Taking a little bit of a swim right now. Trying to find a weird angle, but they found him.
I was gonna say, they knew he jumped in the water. Like, their teammate that was watching garage watched the guy jump in the water. So
yep,
that's good. That's big. Hey, New York SubPar, first round on the board, and it's an offense. And you get the first blood against the best player in the lobby. So that's big. You get him off his 9 streak. You don't give up anything to the Hellstorm. So now you know the Hellstorm's gone. And hey, we're looking good, right? If you're Atlanta Dazed, you're like, hey, no big deal. They still have to win 5 more to win this one. We just need 1. So all New York has to do is make 1 mistake. Atlanta, they can make 4 at least.
Yep. It's gonna be a very interesting map going forward here. I fully anticipate that this ends within the next 2 rounds, but I would love to see New York prove me wrong here.
I think Atlanta's probably gonna end it here. They're gonna get this bomb down. They're gonna have full setup because New York full committed B site.
They full committed a stacked B site
but now, if you're New York SubPar, you have to check every single corner. You have to check everything. Like, if you send someone to the back of the map, they better look back vans. They better look
where Berserk is. Look where Berserk is. He has no idea.
Yep. That's free kill right there. Big first blood coming in from Atlanta Dazed. Gunfights coming in down below. And just like that, New York SubPar getting absolutely ripped apart right now. Only 2 players remaining in a 2v4. But look at the time. It takes 7.5 seconds to defuse. There's only 17 left. And just like that, the round is over. The map is done. 6-0 victory to the Atlanta Dazed. They take the series lead. They're up 3-1.
3-2. 3-2. Seeing
3-2. Still, I mean, hey, they're up.
You silly. It's gonna be a difficult task for the New York SubPar at this point. Obviously, it is as you say. In order to win this match, they would need to win another S&D, and those have not gone well for them so far. 12-3 round count, as my producer points out. This is it's not good. It's not good. That's not a good round count, chat. It's not very good. But Atlanta Dazed, they don't even want to let that happen. I mean, they have a very aggressive early push onto the A site here. It is shut down very quickly by the New York SubPar, however. Joltsy getting a couple of very, very nice kills with the SMG, but not able to convert those into staying alive for very long. So Verly clearing off the progress gained by Atlanta for now, but eventually another contest will come through from the side of the Dazed. 19 lives remaining for the red team.
Ooh,
the boys in yellow
picking up right where it left off in the S&D, I tell you that. Let's go down, but that gets the teammates out of the spawn. Now they're on the 8 point. They're getting branched out as well. They should have an opportunity to get some solid time here. I say that as they all die. So never mind. I take it back. But
that is tragic.
Back off respawn. No ticks on the board yet. 15 lives remaining. 21 for New York SubPar. This is going to be unfortunate. 7 life difference at the moment. You finally get onto A a little bit, but New York's going to come hunting you down. Just like that, you get shut down again. 10 life difference now. Atlanta Dazed, not really standing a chance. I mean, they're spawning in the deepest, darkest corners of the map right now.
Why are we shooting bodies while we're losing?
I don't think he meant to shoot that body, for the record. I think he's genuinely tweaking and thought the guy was alive.
I mean, we will never know for sure. But
No,
either way, Atlanta does end up getting the first tick here on A site. I don't think they're going to be getting a whole lot more. There's not very many of them near or on the site right now. 4 lives are remaining, and I mean, it's just wait a minute. If they can get a second tick, that could be huge, but it does not happen. The SubPar are going to be able to hold on. A very effective defense coming out from them here on... This is not Rewind. I forgot the name of the map. Damn it. Vault!
Vault. A big old vault underground. Big old vault. Big old vault. That's good stuff.
Why would they name the map after the thing that takes up maybe like 10% of the total map?
I don't know.
It's a big vault, but it's not that big. Anyway, we're going into the second round here.
We indeed.
Joltsy is 8-2. Verly is 9-4. They're both on fire right now, and I mean, this is exactly what you want to be seeing from the side of the New York SubPar, especially if you're a big fan of theirs. Nico out early, first blood in the round. And Joltsy is going to be picking up right where he left off in that previous round. Now 9-2, an absurd KD to be going into this round with.
Hey, that's how this team rolls, man. But now Atlanta starting to get some kills on their board, right? You know, just, you know, trying to do kind of what New York did to them. Not quite as efficiently. That's tough.
That's
tough.
Okay. It seems like we might have a bit of a disconnect or a technical issue of some kind here. So, that unfortunate. It does seem like we're going to have to reset the match. I don't think we're gonna replay the entire thing.
I did not buy a Call of Duty game until the recent MW2.
That's highly unfortunate to hear.
Yeah.
Well, we're back in it now. New York SubPar. Now back on that offense. Remember,
intensity.
New York SubPar is up 1-0 in this series. Just remember that. Atlanta Dazed.
1-0 in this map.
Not this series, the map, whatever. Same thing. But, because Atlanta is up 3-2 in the series. But look at that. The kills come in and New York SubPar. Very dominant. Okay, we almost like ripping our teammates' heads right there. But stack the point where to Gyms. Okay, we're still double stacking B. Double stacking B right now. One player playing towards those spawns. We could have had 3 on. Honestly, fun fact for you. B would have been captured completely right there if all 3 players stayed on it. But, hey, instead Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, I don't know.
They pick up 3 kills. They pick up the 4th just like that. Maybe a chance to push this one back in. Get those spawn kills. Start wreaking havoc on the New York SubPar.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation for the SubPar. I mean, if they had stayed, as you say, we would not be looking at this time bank right now. We would not be looking at this tick count right now. It is an unfortunate situation where you just miscalculate and walk away for a not good reason, you know? Like
he was going to push spawns and everything, right? He was just trying to make sure he kept that buffer, but it happens. What are you going to do, right? Sometimes you don't think about it in the moment where you're like, oh, if I stay here, we win, you know? It can be tough to do that.
Okay, but it does look like they will eventually be able to secure that B point. They do that, just Verly staying there. No real need to have anybody else there when you only need the 1 tick. And pressure still remains on this A site. 145 remaining in the round. Life count very even, but I mean, it's going to come down to the wire here. Atlanta Dazed, they really want to put the final nail in the coffin and just take this championship home right here and right now. But New York SubPar, they really, really want to take this to map 7.
Yeah, I mean, New York SubPar looking like they're going to be able to do that, though. I mean, remember, they are 1-0 up in this map. I mean, looking like they might go up 2-0. They got the stack on A, stack the point word to Gyms. Now only 1 player on. Now no players on. They lose 3 lives just like that. Minute and 30 remaining. 10-10 in lives. Just Refrain picking it up once again. I like that previous map.
Okay, Berserk. Kind of nice.
Needs help, though. It's not going to get any.
Help,
no one's anywhere near.
Yeah, I mean, when you take a position that aggressive, it's not always going to end super well for you. You can get one, but it's just going to be the one, and that's going to be a lot of picks rolling through on both sides. But Atlanta Dazed eventually do fall a little bit shorter life count wise, 6-5 currently in favor of the subpar. They have positioning advantage too, could hop on that point, but frankly, it kind of just seems like they want to start out slaying. They do get punished for it though. Refrain finding Joltsy is a massive pick, and now no respawns remaining for the New York subpar. They are probably not going to be able to win out this round unless a miracle happens and they're able to get 5 kills onto the Dazed.
Oh, dude.
But Refrain,
man. I love that from Refrain. Just backing off, knowing his life matters far more than that players. But Joltsy takes down intensity. Calculator COD fighting in the back spawn against iLack gun skill. Wins the gunfight now 4-3. Just like that. Refrain picks up one though, looking for a little more. Gets another one player remaining. That's going to be Nico in a 1v3. Makes it a 1v2. He's got 2 players to deal with. That's going to be Intensity and Refrain, both over towards this point. He's going to push on up from that top side. Nico doesn't spot either of them. Spots them both at the same time. Gets taken down, and Atlanta Dazed barely sneak away with the round win as they lose 4 total ticks right there. But no big deal. We'll take it.
2 lives is all that they're left with at the very end of that. I mean, that was down to the actual wire. Just absolutely insane stuff. Beautiful, wild. Beautiful.
Pretty wild. I mean, we'll take it, right? If you're Atlanta Dazed, that's what you needed. I mean, it's not like the best round win you're ever going to get or anything like that, but it ties the map up, keeps you in it. You don't want to lose out on controls 6-0. That's not a good look. Not a good look. It's no big deal for a team like this, though. But that little slow-mo right there was kind of funny. But New York subpar now, breaking out of their spawns. They're the defensive team here. They get their initial 2 kills. Berserk is going to counter with 1. Joltsy, though, takes him out pretty quick. Just like that, New York subpar already pushing towards those spawns. You see that number 1 player, Nico, just making those cross-ups happen. The kills coming in like crazy. 29-23 already. Atlanta Dazed not having too much fun on offense tonight.
No, definitely not. And I would like to point out, Joltsy's like 3 streak just now that just ended. He's nice with it, dude. Like, there's no other way to put it. Just putting in so much work.
He ain't no calculator god. As he picks up 2. I am not joking. Oh, come on.
Nearly 3. Nearly.
If that's anyone but Refrain, he's winning that for the record.
Yeah.
Refrain's the only one winning that gunfight.
I see it. For sure.
Here we go, though. Atlanta, only down a few lives. No big deal, right? Hey, it'll happen.
God timing.
Okay. But then the thing from this is like Atlanta kind of pushing out of spawns again. They're stacking up that B site, stack the point word to Jim's. Got to watch out for Verley, though. Verley kind of wreaking havoc. He's unaccounted for completely right there. Not called out or something. Or just didn't want to move for it. Yeah, but I don't even know if that tick really matters at that point.
No, it doesn't.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, you're down like 9 lives right now. This is a little bit tough. Atlanta does sneak back onto this B site, but New York is everywhere, literally everywhere. They're on B and A at the same time. You start taking B, you die. You go to take A, you die. It's just how this goes. 9 lives remaining. Atlanta Dazed fighting for their absolute lives right now. Not going the best for them at the moment, but New York subpar keep fighting back and forth at the moment. They're just trying to cut these lives down as fast as they can. A couple more kills on the board. They do get 1 tick on A and 1 tick on B. So this is not over. There's an opportunity to still get this. They've got to stack on this A side. I say that as 2 players go down. Refrain and Berserk will pick up 3 kills between the 2 of them. 5 lives remaining for the side of Atlanta. We will have 4 ticks secured here. 5 total once you get this A. And just like that, we need to make our way over towards B. Got 2 ticks remaining over here and only 4 lives to do it, but the kills are kind of going your way. I say that as 2 go down. Nico piecing them up. Need to start moving up this map, though. These 2 players need to play together.
This would need to be a miracle.
Calculator COD, though, is in position to end this one on his own, basically. His teammates are going to chow the front. He's going to push the back, kill them both, no problem.
This would need to be a miracle coming out from Atlanta Dazed, and it's simply not going to happen. Refrain gets 1, but, I mean, Gunskill is by himself against an armada right now. 4 players are going to be running at you with full velocity, full intention to take you out of the equation, and they will do so. New York subpar, they take their 2nd round win. Don't be fooled by the 1 on screen.
Atlanta can get defense. There is a path, right? They just can't allow any ticks out of New York. And that's technically possible. So That's Atlanta's path towards defense here, because they do not. With what we've seen, they do not want to be on offense. They do. They definitely do not want to be on offense, but they stand a chance if they're on defense, right? So right now, New York up 2-1 at the moment. So we'll see if Atlanta can win this round here on defense, get themselves to that round 5. If they give up 1 tick even at all, then New York SubPar will be the defensive team. Oh, they start out with the first blood. That's a start, right? They've got 1 player to deal with B Street, 2 players pushing up towards their A back hallway. Calculator COD and Verly. Calculator COD is just going right for the spawns. Unaccounted for at the moment, does get spotted out, but guess what? You still got 1 more player to beat. Never mind, they both go down. This is looking pretty good for the side of Atlanta Dazed. Only a 2 life advantage, but they have an opportunity to get some slaying towards the front going. They've got a little bit of a funnel going on for New York SubPar. They're trying to push in from that double door. Early though, it's 1 kill compared to the 3 that go the way of Atlanta. Before going down, this is big.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
A lot of really clean multi-kills coming in for Atlanta Dazed right now. And it is mattering. The life lead has been, like, it's up to 6 right now. 26 for Atlanta Dazed, 20, Nick at 19 for New York SubPar. It is suddenly spiraling out of control. That full hold we were talking about that Atlanta Dazed would need in order to confirm defense for the final round. I mean, it could happen here.
It definitely can happen. All right, we see some kills go back and forth. The New York SubPar on some time. The A-tick about to go. If you're the side of Atlanta Dazed, not what you want, but still in this one no matter what.
Well, the tick goes through for the side of the SubPar. Solid life lead right now for the side of Atlanta Dazed,
hey, just play time.
Not gonna be enough. I think it's
B Street. B Street's got 3 people pushing it right now. Atlanta Dazed needs to get some players over towards there as soon as they can. Help the boys out. The gunfight's going back and forth right now. Atlanta Dazed trying to cut them down. They do just that as they pick up 2 for 2. Just like that, New York SubPar, though, on the B site. No matter what, the side of New York will be defense. Atlanta will be offense. But they've had a fantastic defense here. New York SubPar still have an opportunity, though.
Definitely still have an opportunity, but the seconds are dwindling and the opportunity has faded. Nobody is anywhere near a point, and just like that, we're going to round 5 here in map number 6, Atlanta Dazed, keeping their hopes at shutting this one out here alive.
They had like a 16 kill like difference or something like that. I think they cut into what, like 8 of that probably.
I think so.
Okay, so they were within like 3 or so. Okay, not bad at all. I mean, yeah, so Atlanta almost got themselves the defense there. They didn't, unfortunately, but that is what it is. New York SubPar, though. New York is on defense. Atlanta. Whew, remember, this is game point right here. Whoever wins this round wins this map. If Atlanta wins this map, they win the series. If New York wins it, it goes to a game 7.
And that's a good start for Atlanta. Already putting a solid bit of pressure onto this A point.
That's big.
And that's big early
fights
fights being won by Atlanta.
This is big from lack gun skill. That's massive. It's actually watching the flank.
Oh my god.
Like, actually watching the flank there, knowing you're being flanked constantly and it's unaccounted for every single time. This offense is starting out so fantastic for them right now. That's not an ideal gunfight, but it is what it is. You're going to have fights like that. You lose 3. You cannot afford to get spawn killed here. So this is big from Refrain. If anyone's going to clutch up for your team, it's going to be Refrain. I mean, he is diving everywhere right now.
Making major moves right now. Is
Intensity's got to make a play here. I was just
get 2 ticks, so
the help should be there.
Stuff.
The help's there. They get the kills. This is massive. They're on the time. They got this 8 point. Should be secured here. No problem. They just got to watch out for the number 1 player, Nico. Verly is going to take out Ilac Gunskill. The player trying to push on up. A is secured. B is starting to be captured. These Atlanta Dazed players will have no time getting out of spawn for a little bit. Verly is trying to push up, get some map pressure on the board, but Refrain is clutching up over towards B. And remember, if Atlanta Dazed win this offensive round, even though they've got nowhere near winning an offense for the most part this entire series, they win the series.
Yep, grand finals will end very abruptly, with potentially within the next couple minutes here. If Atlanta Dazed can manage to
capitalize off of this slight life lead, off of the time bank advantage that they have right now, but it is going to be dicey. Joltsy and Nico going down could spell the beginning of the end. Make it 3. Verly is so far away. They've already started stacking people on the site. There's 3 people there. They're almost certainly going to be able to get a tick out of this, especially if they get the kill onto Verly there. Nico's down 2. 2 ticks almost in control.
See, these guys just got to get on time. Stack that point. Stack the point where the gym's with 1 tick left. Just get on it. Stay on it. Watch your front now. Doing a good job. I mean, New York SubPar trying to break on in. A little bit of time left on this B point, but Refrain gets the kills. Atlanta Dazed, who get demolished in the first control, end up taking this one to win the series. I mean, they win in a 4-3 fashion, but they get it done.
4-2.
4-2. I keep doing this.
Dude,
it's impossible to keep track
several times now. It's crazy. It is a little bit difficult to keep track of it, but I mean,